All right. Almost forgot to unmute my mic. Don't worry about it. Let's get it. Boys, today we got a fun stream planned. I'm so excited. For today's stream, we are going to be decorating the bookshelf behind my stream setup. What will basically be the backdrop for the majority of my streams. Now, I've done 2 streams since I've returned from my month-long break and since I purchased my first house. And while I'm excited to have a new stream room, first time in my life, honestly, first time in my life where I own an entire room for the stream, and I'm not, streaming out of the same bedroom that I'm living in or the same dorm room that I'm going to school in. It is a little stressful to try to figure out what I want to do with this space. So I figured, why not take some of that stress off my back and decorate this room with chat? So that's the goal for today. And I realize, as a small streamer, we might not have a ton of people here to start, but that's okay. That's all right. It might mess up the plans a little bit, but I can always just call some executive orders. I'm also so hot down here. That is the one problem. The PC just turns kind of into like a heater. I feel hot. I might need to ask Abby to bring me like a fan or something, bro. Oh my god, I'm dying down here. Ah, fuck. Well, never mind. My wife is unfortunately busy. Hmm. Maybe I just take off the hoodie. Hey, what's up, Galactic Ranger? How you doing? Hmm. I might go get a fan myself then, if my wife is busy. Because, like, here's the thing. This stream is going to be a lot of me moving around, grabbing things, putting things on the wall. It's going to be a lot of up, down, moving around. And if I'm already sweating just from the heat of my PC, like, my PC setup kind of becomes its own little, like, furnace. I have a feeling I'm going to get even more hot once we start moving around and decorating. So, I don't know. Maybe I go grab a fan. I feel bad. We just started the stream and I'm already about to go, like, pause to grab a fan. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I can just lower my body temperature. I need to, like, go run my hands under some cold water. That might work, honestly. There is a sink down here. How are we doing, Galactic Ranger? You have time tomorrow, you should set up Warframe stream to play while you're doing something else. Connect your Twitch account to your Warframe account. I do have my Twitch account connected to my Warframe. Thank you for reminding me. Coincidentally, I'm also going to be streaming Warframe tomorrow to celebrate TennoCon, but I forgot to even think or consider watching the Warframe stream. So thank you for reminding me. Yeah, let me take a quick pause. This is actually a good test. Wait, this is a really good test. Now that I have someone in the chat, I want you to help me test something. There is a bathroom down here on the other side of the basement. So I'm streaming on like one half the basement. The other half of the basement's like a garage. And then all the way on the other side is like a bathroom between these 2 rooms. I wonder if my headset will stay connected while I go wash my hands under some cold water just to try to like lower my body temperature because I'm so fucking hot right now. Like I just feel like I need to cool off. Yeah. I feel like I need to calm down, like cool down. So here's what we're gonna do. This is a fun little test. This is like an actual test of the new headset, of the wireless headset. Will you all be able to hear me when I go rinse my hands under some cold water? And you know what? I could maybe start playing some music, and I want to know if the music cuts out or not. It's not really that far away. It's only like 20 feet away, but I want to know if the headset connects. All right, let's turn some music on. Okay, I'll be right back. I just want to see if the microphone will stay connected. I'm very curious right now. So if you can still hear me, I'm going to talk the entire time, and hopefully it doesn't cut out. If you can still hear me, I'm walking across the basement over to the garage, and now through the garage to the tiny little bathroom in between the basement and the garage. That feels so good. I cannot tell you. Oh my god. It was just so warm sitting next to my computer for like the last 2 hours. Like, I was playing games, playing Warframe, and I don't know, something about my computer just is an actual furnace. I need to get a new computer. It's clearly old, outdated, and way too power hungry. I don't know. It turns into a furnace, bro. That's alright. Alright, coming back now. Can you all still hear me? Could you hear me the entire time? New microphone? If that worked, that's amazing. That means I could literally use the bathroom and you guys could still hear me. Sorry. No, yeah, this computer is way too hot. I need to turn it down. I say that as if I can turn the temperature of my computer down. What am I? I'm an idiot. That's what I am. Alrighty. Got choppy a little at one point, but could hear you. I'll take it. Alright. Let's get things going then. So, to finish my rant before I had to pause, cool myself off. The way today's stream is going to work is we're going to be decorating our stream setup. And I kind of wanted to make a fun twist out of it, similar to like Tinder, because I realize most of the people in my chat are probably struggling with dating, and online apps similar to Tinder might be recognizable to them. You know, a lot of my viewers are probably familiar with the Tinder format. So, what I'm going to do is I'll present to you a decoration item. For example, this chocobo. And y'all will get to swipe right or swipe left on whether or not it goes up on the bookshelf. Now, keep in mind, there are a fuck ton of decoration items. So there are going to be some things I show you that are not as exciting. Another example would be this Switch car adapter. Isn't that exciting? And you guys can choose whether it goes up on the bookshelf or not. And like Tinder, I'm kind of paying to win, so I get 10 super likes, meaning if the chat votes no, I can override it and vote yes, or if the chat votes yes, I can override it and vote no, because there's a lot of these things that I just want to go in the closet and never have to look at again, admittedly. But, you know, let's start with something simple, something easy. Let's start with the XP Switch. One of them fell out. Let's start with something that's already broken, actually. Fun fact. God damn it. I guess I can turn the music back on. Might as well have the music playing during this stream. So, I can't believe it already broke. That's so funny. So, I bought this for the stream setup, and it is a switch holder. So you take some computer switches, and you can place them in any rhyme or reason, however you choose. I decided to decorate it to have the letters XP on brand for my stream. And I was planning on putting it kind of up on the board somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where, maybe just like top middle. And me personally, I'm voting yes on this one. Fun fact, I also get a swipe. I'm swiping right on this one, Okay. Now I do have fun little holders for these. Give me one sec. Let me place these down somewhere. I do have not only a nice holder for these items, but also for like some of the keyboards I have, for example. So I have these little adjustable, I have no better way of wording it, but holder. Is there a better word for this? Castrating device. I plan on using these for a lot of the keyboards. We could use it for the XP switches. However, I think they could probably stand on their own if I just put something behind it, maybe. I don't know what would go behind it, though. You know what could go behind it to keep it upright? The switch car adapter. Alright. How are we feeling? Anyone else voting? Get your votes in the chat. How are we feeling about the XP decoration? We have a lot of decorations, so I'm going to go kind of quickly. Because I voted yes. Hello, Brandon. Because I voted yes and no one else voted, I'm just putting this up on the board. Listen, I think this should go center. Center. Ooh, but balancing is going to be a bitch. Yeah, that makes me worried. It's not very easy to balance, and even when you do get it at a balancing point, like, it's going to fall. The second you touch the bookshelf, it's going to fall. I like the XP decorations. Okay. We need something to go behind it then. This one was probably going to go on the bookshelf anyways. It is an empty box. So, let's maybe put this behind it. I need something sturdy, but not too, like, obnoxious. No, see, because it's an empty box, it's too lightweight. I don't know what to do for these. What do we put behind this? I'm very torn. Because I don't want to use a decoration that I actually want. I might just have to waste one of these. I was going to use these for the keyboards. Do I use it for this? But does that even look good? It's almost like angled too much. It would have looked good for the keyboards, but not for this. Alright. Here's my running thought as of now. We wait until we get a second decoration item that pairs with this. I love me a good empty box. Because there's got to be another decoration item that I can put up behind this. So these two will stay for now. Actually, I already have my thought. I think I've already found my solution. Give me this back. The castrating device will go back in the box. I like the XP decorations. Thank you. Hang it up. Hell yeah. Here's my thought of what we're doing next. It's a giant box of mason jars. Of glass jars. And I know, when you hear the words glass jars in a gaming room, some people get scared, as you should be. But I promise this is not filled with a mysterious substance or like an Isabelle from Animal Crossing amiibo. It's nothing so dastardly. What the hell do you have in your pocket? You're at home? I have a phone and a wallet in my pocket. It's gamer bathwater. Alright. Yeah, I got a phone and a wallet. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this without spilling them. That sounds bad. It sounds like I'm setting up terrible context. without all the bathwater spilling, without all the gamer girl pee spilling, there are a bunch of switches that I've titled. So, we have like Akko cilantro switches, which are okay, not my favorite. What's another better one? Ooh, you know what's a really good switch? Where is it at? Am I stupid? Where did it go? There it is. I don't know how to read. The Durock Shrimp Silence. If you want a silent keyboard, but a keyboard that still has a nice bite to it, you know? A keyboard that still has a good bump when you press down on the key, because a lot of silent keyboards, they're just mushy. The way they make the keyboard silent is when you press down on the key, it's like Play-Doh. It's like quicksand. There's no bump to the key. You push down and it doesn't even fight back. It doesn't even feel consensual. It's gross. The Durock Shrimp Silence. These are silent and they have a good bump to them. Anyways, I'm going on a random rant about keys. I have all these mason jars filled with different key switches. I think these would go well up on the decorating backdrop, and they would act as a background support for the XPs. They'll take a little bit of time to set up, but I'm voting yes because it'll be enough weight. Like all of the mason jars together will have enough weight behind them to support the XP little decorations we made. So I think it'll work. So not all of these, admittedly, are full. For example, this one has just a single switch in it because I built a keyboard with the Durock Ice Kings. So I only kept one in there because I think this had 90 switches in it and the keyboard had 89 keys. So just coincidentally, there's one left. But that's okay. We don't need to put all of these mason jars up on the board. Just the ones that have keys in them. Like, I don't even know if I would put the Onyxes up in there because I built a keyboard with the Onyxes. And that keyboard had about 60 keys in it. So I have a little bit left. Me personally, I'm voting yes on these, and I think we can safely start decorating. Cool. So, what we can do is maybe start putting the ones that I don't like as much in the back, and those will be the ones that support these decorating items. I keep popping out the switches. You've got to be kidding me. Go back. Stop that. Alright. No, there's like nothing in those. Alright. These ones can go in the back. I don't like them. These ones can go in the back. I also don't like them. Hey, what's up, brother? Any key that I don't like is just going in the back, and they're going to act as a nice way of kind of holding up these decorations. There's nothing in that, nothing in that, nothing in that. The Gateron beers are disappointing, I'll be honest. I was really looking forward to these switches. They had cool branding, cool coloring, and it was a cool release. And then when I put these in a keyboard, they sucked. They were not fun to press on and type on. So we can put those in the back. Same with the cookies and cream, bro. The cookies and cream had cool branding, cool coloring. They even came in a really cool box that I'm almost for sure going to put up on the bookshelf as decoration. It came in its own little ice cream tin. But the keys suck. These suck to type on. I don't like them. The creamy purples, while they have a funny name, they also suck. Not a big fan of the creamy purples. Truthfully, not a huge fan. I do like the white wines. Vibe with those. The lavenders. And the penguins. The penguins are a great switch. And everything else in the box I've used in a keyboard. For example, my GoPolar dragons are in my Lego keyboard right now. So because there's not enough weight to this, probably not going to put it up on the board. I just think it would look off, you know? Like, all of these jars are full, and they have keys in them. And therefore, it would look kind of silly to, like... you know what I mean? It would look kind of silly to have all of these jars full, and then have one sitting next to it half empty. Not that you guys can barely tell. My camera's $14, so the quality sucks. But, like... I don't know. To me, it'd be silly. Let's see if we can maybe actually balance these out in a way that will... How many do I have here? 5? 5 and 5? No. I'm off by 1. What if I put one back? I'm going to put the shrimps back. Here's why. Because I want to build a keyboard with these. They're so good. So I'm going to put these back. And off to the side. And instead, we're going to decorate with these. Okay. Now, is that enough? I'm worried these are still going to tip to keep these up. How does it look? You can kind of see the XP, but you can't see the switches in the back. What if I get rid of these? No. How do you feel about that? I like it. So you can see the XP. There's switches behind it. And switches in front of it. I kind of vibe with that. We're off to a good start for decorating. It's center. It looks good. I fuck with that. Cool. We're done with the switches then. So, while we're on the topic of keys, keyboards, and all those fun things, let's pull out some of my key decorations. Now, a lot of these are probably going to be no's. Because again, we have more decorating items than space on the bookshelves. So, let's just kind of speed run through some of this stuff. A lot of these are just basic boxes. Like... Wait, do I still have keys in these? This says I have keys. Do I have keys in these? Oh my god, I do. That's crazy. I have more keys. I saw this on the box. There's a sticky note. It says Kale Browns. And I opened it up, and there are Kale Browns in here. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix the glare off of that P, unfortunately. Okay. So, that's crazy. So we can like do comparisons, for example. So we've got all these boxes. When you compare like a standard key switch box to like the cookies and cream, what do we want? Do we want the cookies and cream ice cream tin or Gamma K? Just move light causing to it. I don't know if I can though, because it's from above. It's a literal like ceiling light. Yeah. And that's how a lot of these are gonna look, unfortunately. So like, oops, I accidentally just paused the music for a second. Cookies and cream are basic Gamma K. I realize I'm probably not being the most biased streamer right now, but like, come on. These can easily go in a closet and no one's gonna care. Similarly, and this is what I mean, like, this is why I love the branding of KTT switches. You've got, like, Akko. I love Akko to death, but theirs just come in a random box. Or the KTT monochrome. How are we feeling? We're going to do another either or. KTT or Akko. Just rip the light out. It's your home. You can do whatever you want. Which, by the way, these monochromes might actually be my favorite switch of all time. They're the Onyxes I was telling you about. KTT. Alright, cool. There's other tiny things in this box, like my Neapolitans came in this bag, but I don't really feel like displaying a bag up on the board unless anyone really wants to fight for the bag. I'm playing Fortnite while watching, so I'm a little late to the chat. No need to apologize. And yeah, that's everything in the box. So, we're going to put these two up on the board, which I think is fitting. I kind of want to put them up on the ends, because the reason is that'll leave us two spots in the middle here for two keyboards. So now we're going to vote for minimum two keyboards, which is tough. How are we going to pick just two keyboards? I don't know. There's so many to choose from. Okay. Let's get to it. We have a lot to choose from. I just knocked something over and destroyed. Oh no. I'll have to fix that in a second. Give me one sec. We're going to put this box back. I don't even know where all my keyboards are right now, to be honest. I know there's one box around here that has a ton of keyboards. Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. There it is. Oh no. We might have to do more than two keyboards. I have like 10 of them. How am I going to do more than two? This is going to suck. Oh yeah, we could add another light. You're right. Okay. Alrighty. Oh no. This is gonna go so poorly. I think we might have to extend two keyboards down. And we do four keyboards, because I have so many. I'm gonna start slowly getting them out. Okay. I don't even know where to put them all. I have too many. I have a feeling this next vote is gonna break my heart. Oh, Lord. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna suck. Where's the box? I have a box with like 5 more, and I don't know where it is. I'm so confused. Where'd it go? I have too many keyboards. I'm starting to lose track of them. Okay. And then I'm typing on my Pokemon keyboard right now. All right, this one comes back. I'm missing a box somewhere. Give me 1 second, brothers. I need to find where I lost a box of keyboards. Like, my stream room, the parts of it you cannot see on camera are just littered with boxes. It's very, very bad. Super disorganized. Which box is it in? Okay, this box is like empty. That's super quirky and random. Okay. This box is also like empty. Why do I have all these empty boxes laying around? Why have I not put them away? Am I just that lazy? I guess the answer is yes. Sorry, I just smacked the microphone with a with a box cutter knife. Let me mute for 1 sec. All right, boys. I found the other keyboards. Yikes. Oh god, there's so many. All right. In total, I have... This is 4 more. Oh, I almost dropped them. Oh no. Go there, go there. Don't drop, don't drop. That could have been bad. 4, 6, 7. I have 8 keyboards. One of them's on my desk. Okay. 7 of them are currently sitting behind us. Is the bumper car in the room? Not yet. Not yet. The bumper car is in the garage. So, we're going to put 4 of these up on the shelf. I'm going to show you 7 of them. The 8th one is on my desk, currently being used for the stream. We have the Razer Cynosa Chroma Pro. You guys get to vote for 4 of these to go on the bookshelf. Alright? Razer Cynosa Chroma Pro. We have a keyboard I built for my wife, but she can't really use because at her job, I think she would be slaughtered if she brought a clicky, loud keyboard into work. It's the Animal Crossing keyboard, which I even spray painted the back of to have an Animal Crossing leaf. And it is very clicky. Oh, I just dropped the box, sorry. Very clicky, very loud. She likes clicky keyboards. She likes loud keyboards. I didn't do that just to annoy her. She wanted a clicky keyboard. However, she almost never gets to use her keyboard because she can't obviously piss the rest of her coworkers off. So, unlucky. So, Animal Crossing keyboard that I built for my wife. The box fell on the ground. That's so annoying. Come on. I'm trying to put the box back together. Give me 1 second, boys. Alright. I vote you put the bumper car on the shelf. The bumper car is going to go in the room eventually. It just can't quite fit into the setup right now. Keyboard number 3. Oh my god. Trying to roll around a desk chair on carpet is going to give me a hernia. Keyboard number 3. Can't remember if I did anything fancy to this keyboard. Like, did I mod this at all? Did I change this in any way? No. It's just the Logitech G Pro X. Yay. Okay. I hope you guys are keeping all of these in your memory, because at the end there will be a test. There will be a pop quiz. 4 out of 7 of these are going up on the shelf. And it's up to you to decide. The fate of the world is in your hands. This is one of the few moments in life where your vote will matter. Your vote actually counts, and there's not like a system rigging it against you. Keyboard number 4. Now, it's been pretty obvious throughout the first 40 minutes of the stream that I'm a very biased narrator, very biased streamer. This is my favorite one, okay? Let that affect your vote. Don't let that affect your vote. I don't care. This is my favorite one. It's the Neapolitan keyboard, which I also spray painted to make it look like a Neapolitan brick. And it is heavy because it's a fully metal keyboard. Neapolitan keyboard is keyboard number 4. Beautiful. All right. Keyboard number 5. This one is almost the exact opposite, as it's like the lightest keyboard I own because it's made entirely out of Lego. It's the Lego keyboard. Keyboard number 5, the Lego keyboard. And it does work, by the way. All right. Keyboard number 6. Actually, this might be my favorite keyboard. I low-key lied earlier. It is the entirely wooden keyboard. It is made almost entirely out of walnut wood. Both the base and the keycaps are real walnut wood. And it has my favorite key switches in it, which are the KTT monochrome ones we were talking about earlier. The Onyxes. Nice wood. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Alright. Wooden keyboard. And keyboard number 7. It's the transparent keyboard. You can practically see through it. You can see the PCB in the back. You can see through the front and see all the technology. I really like that. There's something about transparent technology that I fuck with heavy. Like, one of my favorite Game Boys that I own is a fully transparent, clear Game Boy. So we have the transparent keyboard. So, of those 7, which 4 are we putting up on the bookshelf? 2 of them are going to go up on the top row with the rest of the keyboard stuff. 2 of them are going to go up just below on the 3rd shelf. What are we feeling? The one negative of this headset, it's like only $70. So when I take a sip of water, you guys can hear me taking the sip of water. Animal Crossing, Neapolitan wood Lego. Interesting. Wood and Lego. Okay. I think it would be fitting if the wood one went next to the monochrome box right up there, because it has the monochrome switches in it. I keep bumping the mic, I'm so sorry. I need to be more careful about, like, bumping the mic. Here, I should mute my mic before I do that. I keep accidentally just smacking it. I'm not used to having a headset mic. I usually use an actual real microphone on a boom arm with a pop filter. Having a headset mic is weird for me. It feels like unprofessional, but it is really nice because I can move around the room wherever I want and it doesn't lose volume. All right. I will be honest with you, Brother Brandon. You got 3 out of my 4 picks. Neapolitan, I really want up there as well, obviously. I could happily not put up the 2 basic keyboards. I think we can get rid of the Razer Synosa and the Logitech G Pro X, because there's nothing special about either of those. I didn't mod them, I didn't paint them, I haven't decorated them in any fancy way. So, like, those 2 can go. Yeah, let's get rid of those 2. Alright. These 2 keyboards are gone. And I think we can happily make that decision without anyone in the chat being upset. Like, truly. Unless there's someone out there who's a big Razer Synosa Chroma fan. I don't know. Okay. And so far, there's been 2 votes for wood and Lego. So I think those 2 are going to go up on the board because they have the most votes. Now, there's 1 vote for Neapolitan wood, or Neapolitan and Animal Crossing. 0 votes for the transparent keyboard. Unlucky. I'll put my 1 vote on the transparent keyboard just to even it out, because I really like it. And I have a lot of transparent technology, so we could have an entire, we could have literally an entire section of this bookshelf just dedicated to transparent technology. So, that leaves it up to the rest of the chat to decide between, Animal Crossing, Neapolitan, and the transparent keyboard. The transparent one will give a lot of glare. Glorb, I didn't even see your message until now. Brother. You should add a horse to some part of the background. Glorb, you haven't been in the chat for weeks. Now, granted, I haven't streamed in weeks, but it is on brand that the first thing you talk about is horses. Yeah, we should put a horse up there. I'm down. What are the options? Well, Brandon, the options aren't entirely, how do I say this nicely, up to you. Because we're going off of your votes. So your votes are the reason we are going with wood and Lego. And then based off everyone else's votes, there's now like a 3-way tie between Neapolitan, Animal Crossing, and Transparent. Now, I did say at the beginning of the stream, if I could enunciate, Jesus Christ, I did say at the beginning of the stream I would allow myself 10 vetoes to decide what goes up and what goes down. I could use 2 of my vetoes right now just to pick, because this is something I am very passionate about. And also, I don't think we have like anyone left in the chat to vote. So, because there's like no one left in the chat to vote, I might use 2 of my 10 vetoes right now just to break this tie. So, I'm going to wait like 10 seconds to see if anyone else votes, but if not, I'll use 2 of my 10 vetoes. Especially because I have a plan already in my mind of how this could work, theming wise. All right, we're going to use our vetoes. I'm going to go with Neapolitan and the transparent keyboard. And again, the reason I'm picking that one is because I have a ton of transparent technology. I have like a transparent Game Boy, a transparent DS that can all go on like the same shelf as the keyboard. They could all go together. I'm going to not pick the Animal Crossing one because if for some reason there is a future where my wife can use it, like right now she can't use it at work, but if, say, she can use it in the future, I don't want to steal the keyboard I built from her away from her, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get rid of the Animal Crossing one. And that can go back to my wife. You're Danny DeVito? Yeah. Alright, so now we can put these up. Yeah. And I think this will look nice the way I have it planned in my head. Let me grab some of these little holders. All right. Beautiful. I want... I want the Lego one on the top shelf because that's one the chat really, really liked. Lego want to go on the top shelf. Okay. Let me try to get it a little bit even. It's difficult because it's Lego, so it's just getting stuck. All the pieces of Lego are getting stuck. Okay. How does that look? Move it over a little. Better, better. Try to even things out a little bit. Okay. The Neapolitan one's gonna go here, just so it's not white on white. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own dumb jokes. Open up the box. I also love this Neapolitan keyboard because the switches I put in it are coincidentally also Neapolitan switches. It's just fully on brand, fully on theme. Okay. We got some Pokemon X and Y music playing right now. Come on. It's like getting stuck again. Trying to find like a happy balancing point for this one. Why is it not balancing? Does that look good? Yeah, it looks okay. Fine with me. And the transparent keyboard. Alright. No. I had it looking good for a second, and then it moved. It, like, adjusted itself. Okay. Cool. We're slowly getting there. X and Y music. I thought it sounded French. We need a cardboard cutout of some sort of celebrity. Yeah, I need a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito. That's what I need. Hey, what's up, Skooma? Skooma, you know what's so funny? It is quite literally the almost craziest timing that you just joined, because the next item I had sitting on my desk for people to vote on, nice hat, thank you, are Pokemon figurines. Now, I have 3 here, and therefore, I think it'd be fitting if we put like 2 of them up on the board, maybe 1 on each side. The third one, I'll give to my wife. So, we're voting between Espeon, a nice little Galarian Vulpix, and, or is that a Alolan? I think it's a Alolan. I can never remember. My throat just made a weird noise. I don't know if the microphone picked that up. It's the Ice Vulpix. And last but not least, if I can get it out of the box, Eevee. So what are we thinking? It's a Alolan. I got you, boo. Which of those 2 do we think should go up on the board? The third one I'll just give to my wife. Vulpix all the way for me. Alright, alright. How are these supposed to sit? Oh, I think they're supposed to, like, lay down. I mean, that makes sense. It literally looks like they're sleeping. They're supposed to lay on their sides. I think they might be difficult to see on the shelf as well. But let's be honest, a lot of these decorations are just for me. Like, my camera is $14. Half of the stuff we've already put up on the shelf, you guys can't see. Truthfully. So, like, this is kind of a project and a live stream that's only going to be fully appreciated by myself. And I understand that. I fully admit that. So, I do agree on the Vulpix. Alright, we're going with Vulpix. For sure. I also love Vulpix. Now, I prefer just the regular Fire-type Vulpix. And Fire-type Ninetales is quite literally my favorite Pokemon out of all 1,000+ Pokemon. But I also, of course, love Vulpix. They're in the same evolution line. It would be silly of me not to love Vulpix. Okay. I'm texting my wife right now that she's going to get a free Pokemon figure. She's going to get a free Pokemon figurine. Just don't know which one yet. What are we thinking for the last one? If we don't get a vote soon, I'll just vote. Because we do have a lot of decorations to go through still. We have so many. It's fucked. It's actually fucked. Like, I might have to start picking up the pace and voting myself, because I didn't realize, like, as a small streamer, how long it was going to take for people to get in the chat, and I stalled for so long, and now we're running out of time. Oh, it's fucked. Alright. Oh, you know what's so funny? I was just about to vote, and I was going to say Eevee as well, but you said it at the same time as me. We're going with Vulpix and Eevee. My wife is going to get a free Espeon. Isn't that fun? Cool. Cool. Works for me. Vulpix and Eevee are going up on the shelf. Is anyone ever going to be able to see them? No. I think Eevee, fittingly, would go by the wooden keyboard because it's about the same color. And then Vulpix will go on the other side near the Lego keyboard. And Vulpix, coincidentally, is also kind of the same color. And it'll go right next to the cookies and cream box, which I think is kind of fitting for Vulpix, at least a Alolan Vulpix, sitting next to a cookies and cream box. Everyone wins. Yeah. All right. I have an easy one for you guys. What do we want to do with our farmer's hat? Our straw hat. We streamed with this for almost like 3 months straight when we did our Stardew Valley playthrough. Does it go up on the board? See, I'm torn about this one. I said it was easy, but I'm actually a little torn because I do have a closet with some like decorations and some outfits for the stream. And I'm torn about whether or not this should go in the closet where some of my other outfits are, or if this should go up on the bookshelf because it's kind of become like a staple of our live stream after months of wearing it. The very top of the shelf. And it is an authentic straw hat. Like, I bought it from the Mennonites. I can't put it at the top. I wish I could. Like, hang it from the rooftops. I mean, maybe I could. But I don't want to damage it. We could just put it, like, right here. And that would be kind of fitting, because, like, when I sit down on stream, I mean, I would kind of block it sometimes, but... where else could it go? I mean, you know what we could do? I have an idea. I can't do this right now on stream because I don't know where they are in the house, but we do have 3M hooks in our house. So what I could do is get like a 3M hook and hook it up like right here. How do we feel about that? Get like a 3M hook? I'll have to do that between today's stream and the next one. But we do a 3M hook. I'm down with that. I think I'm down with that, boys. All right. I know I'm not giving a lot of time for people to vote, but that's okay. All right, next up on the list. Vote yes or no if you want. I forgot these have things in them. They're heavy. The crafting table and the chest from Minecraft on the shelf. Did these even fit? Will these fit? Oh my god, they will fit. That's amazing. Crafting table and chest. I already see one, yes. I'm lurking, so I'm playing Pokemon. Don't even worry about it. One of them has an HDV cable in it. First person to type balls in the chat, you get this. It's empty, but you get the empty box. I'll mail it to you. That's a joke, by the way. You can still type balls in the chat if you want. All right, I saw a yes, so these are going up on the board. I think we'll put these on the bottom shelf, opposite ends. Beautiful. That's funny. All right. Now, I'm a little torn about this next one because I don't know where I'd want it to go. I have an idea, actually. I'm torn. I have an idea for this next one, but I don't know what to do. Oh, no. Well, let's see if the chat even likes it. Let's see if you guys even want this item to go up on the board. It is, and I need to put it back together because a piece of it fell off. It is a wooden model roller coaster. Specifically, the Candemonium at Hershey Park. It's kind of falling apart, I'll admit. I need to move some of the seats back. They were all kind of crushing each other. It's a wooden replica of the Candemonium at Hershey Park. Balls. Brandon, you just won yourself an empty box. Now, here's my thought. because it's a wooden replica, we could put it next to the wooden keyboard, but I'm kind of running out of space next to the wooden keyboard. However, I could move the wooden keyboard down and move that keyboard up, and then I'd have more space. I don't know. I'm torn. How do we feel about this? And here's the funny thing. Okay. Funny. I have another wooden replica that I still need to build. I have a wooden scrambler that actually moves. It has a motor and batteries, and it moves around, but I haven't built this one yet. So, like, we could have an entire section of the shelf dedicated to, like, wooden theming. It has, like, a wood theme to it. But I'd probably have to move the wooden keyboard to do it. How do we feel? How are we feeling? Youthuzy, I know. I mean, I bought this one, I'll admit. I did buy this. I did not buy this. This was gifted to me from a family member. Not that I'm upset about that. But, like, unsurprisingly, the family member thought, oh my gosh, he works at an amusement park. Buy him that. Now, I no longer work at an amusement park, so their head was in the right place, but a little misguided, nonetheless. I was looking up Thuzy and wasn't listening. Well, I'm just torn now. We could do, like, a little stream building this. That is a thought. I wonder how long it would take. It'd probably just be annoying. I almost don't want to do that on stream, because I built this for, like, a Patreon video back when I only had Patreon. I didn't have, like, Twitch subs and YouTube members yet. I hadn't unlocked YouTube members, for example. And when I built this on Patreon, it took me so long just because not all of the pieces fit. Some of them were too loose and they would fall apart. As you can see, it's still kind of falling apart. It's a little wobbly. So I super glued a lot of the pieces together, which is not what you're supposed to do. It's supposed to just snap together. All the pieces are supposed to fit and snap together. So the fact that I had to super glue some of the pieces together was starting to piss me off. Therefore, I don't really want to build this on stream, because I have a feeling I'd also get just as annoyed having to, like, super glue things together. I don't know, how are we feeling? I'm torn. I have no preference either way, yes or no, as to whether or not we include this, so I'll let the chat decide. I'm somewhat indifferent. Skooma says no. Bron says no. Alright, it's a no. Which means this is probably also a no, because I don't feel like building it right now. Both of them are a no. Alright, let's do another, like, speed round. Try to speed through some stuff. I tried to organize things based off, like, a theme, but it's tough. Okay. I have another group of boxes over here that are kind of on a theme, as you can kind of see. So, let's go through these boxes. Again, keep in mind, we have limited space on the shelf, so not all of these can be yeses, though I know a lot of them probably will be. The box that holds an Animal Crossing case for a Switch. Not an Animal Crossing Switch, just the case for a Switch. Yes or no? Nintendo fanboy. Yeah, just the case. We're saying yes to the case? I'm voting no to this. This might be my first or third veto. What is going on? Why are we saying yes to the case? What is happening? I feel like I'm in a daydream. All right, I vetoed that. That's my third veto of the stream. I need to take these off the desk. All right, next up, Animal Crossing themed Joy-Cons. Yes or no? I also have four. Oh no, three Switch controllers coming up. I should have four. Where's the fourth one? I don't know. Who cares? No. Alright, that's also no. Alright, I have 3 controllers, so we can vote on those at the same time. I have the Switch 1 Pro controller, the Switch 2 Pro controller, and I have a Legend of Zelda themed Pro controller. What are we thinking here? Let me try to show you them all at the same time. What are we thinking, chat? Which are we feeling? We could also do 2 of them, so it evens out, like 1 on each side of the board. Just the Zelda? That's fine. Alright, we'll do just the Zelda. We'll put that over here. Is there anything in these? There's something in this one. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why that's in there. My boxes got a little disorganized. That can go back. That can go back. Just the Zelda. Now, just the box for this Switch Lite. The Switch Lite is not actually in it. So we're just going off... This is just pure aesthetics now. Skins... No. No Switch Lite. And then we also have the box for the original Switch. I remember opening this up in 2017. I felt like a child on Christmas Day, even though it was like a dreary, rainy March afternoon. Yes, I kind of agree. I feel yes to that as well. I have a lot of memories associated with the first Switch, and then the box for the Switch 2. I'm going to vote yes on this. If enough of the chat votes no to, like, object, then we won't put it up there, but I have an idea. Chad's voting yes so far. Chat is voting yes, and here's my thought. I think it kind of looked nice if we put it center, and, oh, it might not fit. Oh, no. I wanted it to go like this. We could, well, now what am I thinking? Do we just put one on each shelf? I can't speak. One on each shelf? I mean, one should be below two. And then we can put decorations around them. I mean, I have a lot of video game decorations that can go around it. Okay. That's fair. Alright. Oh, wait. I forgot this, guys. I forgot the Nintendo Pro Controller charging dock. Can we put that on the bookshelf? Please, please, please. Do the same shelf with the first one on the left when facing it. Same shelf. The first one on the left when facing it. What do you mean? Like this? Or like... Is that what you mean? We could also, and I don't hate this idea, we could have a slight gap and put some decorations here. Because I do have a lot of decorations coming up. I have a lot of decorations coming up. I don't hate the gap. I don't hate the gap. Okay, cool. All right, what do we have left? On this side of the room. All right, you guys want to speed run some no's? How about my $14 webcam box? $14 webcam. Actually, I think this might be kind of iconic. This might be a little iconic. How about a tripod for a GoPro? Or a tripod for a phone? Anyone want these on the bookshelf? What are we thinking? No. Okay. My bad. All right. We'll skip those then. Next up, I have another themed section of boxes. It's a lot of boxes. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. All right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mice here. I think reasonably, we could put 4 mice up on the board. This one doesn't have the mouse in it. Never mind. I have 6 mice here. I think we could reasonably put, yeah, still 4 mice up on the board. So we'll go through all 6 of these, and then I want the chat to vote on 4 that we keep, put up on the bookshelf. 2 we drop. We got the Razer Viper Mini. We have the Razer Death Adder V3. I admit it's going to take some elite ball knowledge to know which of these are good and bad, but I'll always use one of my vetoes if I have to pick the one that I really, really want on the board. I'm logging off for the night. Have a nice evening. You as well. Thank you for tuning in the stream. I've only used 3 of my 10 vetoes tonight, so I can use 1 more if I need to. The Razer Logitech G Pro X. Wait, why did I say Razer? Oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Logitech G Pro X. I have so many Razer products. I just said Razer again. The Ponage Ultra Custom. The BenQ EC2A. And the Naga Trinity. Also by Razer. So, I'm going to go through these one more time. Get your votes in the chat. And then we'll decide. Again, I know I'm speeding things up. I apologize that we're moving so quickly now, but it's an hour and a half into the stream, and we're not even halfway through the decorations. We'll go through them one more time. Razer Death Adder V3, which, not to be biased, but this is like the mouse I use every day. Razer Viper Mini. BenQ EC2A. Ponage Ultra Custom. Logitech G Pro X. Naga Trinity by Razer. Which 4 are we keeping? Which 2 are we dropping? Now, drop Viper Mini and Death Adder. So drop one of the mice I use every day. Keep G Pro X. Ponage. Whatever the fuck it is. Naga Trinity. Okay, well, I will say this. I am proud of you guys in the chat because I didn't think you would have the deep cut, elite ball knowledge. Both of y'all in the chat picked the one that I think is actually the best mouse of the bunch. It just doesn't work anymore because it's like 10 years old. And that's the EC2A. I still think this is one of the best gaming mice ever created. Mine is just a decade old, so it doesn't work anymore. the scroll wheel now kind of stopped scrolling. It either stopped scrolling up or it stopped scrolling down. I forget. I don't know. I haven't used it in a while. But we will put this up on the board. Both of y'all wanted the Naga Trinity, which I kind of agree with. It's a classic. We'll put that up on the board. One said drop a Viper Mini, one said keep the Viper Mini, so I'm torn about that one. Zach said keep the G Pro X. I kind of agree. This is like one of my favorite mice that I don't use every day. And listen, you said vote for what to keep, and I voted for none of the Razer products, with the exception being the Trinity, because game recognizes game. I was immediately like, screw Razer. I mean, I also have a love-hate relationship with Razer. I can recognize which of their products are good and which of their products are bad. But I do love this mouse. It's fine. I think I'm going to use one of my vetoes, though, because I don't entirely love... No, I mean, I don't have to use one of my vetoes. I could keep this. I don't need this box on the shelf when you guys will see the mouse in my hand cam almost every stream. As for the Mini, I do love the Mini. It was formerly the best cheap mouse on the market. I got this at like 30 bucks, but they don't sell it anymore. So fuck Razer. Now their best cheap mouse is like 60 because they realized they were selling this at too low of a profit margin. So to your credit, I agree with you, Zach. Fuck Razer. Anytime they do something good, they have to do two bad things to counteract it. They made a really good cheap product, and then they stopped selling this product. So I'm one of the few people that has a $30 mouse from Razer, and it works. And it was good. But they don't make it anymore because they didn't make a fucking profit. They didn't make 500x their profit margin off of that mouse like they do nowadays. So we'll put the Ultra Custom up there. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with these picks, actually. We'll get rid of the Mini because it doesn't exist anymore. And this one will be on my hand cam every other stream. So who cares? All right. These will go away. Throwing them in the corner. And these four will go up on the board. I kind of want to put them maybe down here. Naga Trinity, Pro X, and then Ultra Custom EC2A. I fuck with that. All right. Oh, this is silly. I don't even know what to say about this. We're only going to do one of these, I think. We're only going to do one. I know I've laughed most of the times I walk away to pick up boxes, but this is truly the stupidest moment of my life. I have 4 Razer headsets. Now, in my defense, one of them was for my wife. 2 of them are for me. I have 1 wireless headset, and I have 1 wired headset for my gaming setup. And the 4th one doesn't work anymore. So, technically I only have 3, but I have all boxes for all 4 of them. The Black Shark V2X. The Black Shark Hyperspeed. The Kraken 7.1. And the PewDiePie themed Kraken. One of these will go up on the shelf. Immediately the PewDiePie ones, as they're the only ones that don't look the exact same from a distance. What do you mean? I'm so confused what you could ever mean, Zach. What's wrong? These are 3 entirely different headsets. For funsies, while we're sitting here, these are the ones that don't work anymore. I bought these like a decade ago, and they don't work. Another reason, fuck Razer. Another reason we don't entirely fuck with Razer. Like, I fuck with Razer, but I don't fuck with Razer. Alright, we'll put the PewDiePie ones up on the shelf. The other 3 can go away. Alright. And then that's almost all of the boxes on this side of the room. We still have boxes on this side of the room, which is like, at least we're at the halfway point. This will go up on the shelf. I kind of want to do it sideways, because that almost looks better than that. And plus, then it's like PewDiePie branding, not Razer branding. Let's do that. Let's do sideways. It could also go down here. For now. Alright, I have 1 box left on this side. And I don't know how we would ever showcase this. Oh, hell yeah. I switched to Sennheiser. I wish I had the money for Sennheiser, but I don't think I could afford my mortgage if I was buying Sennheiser. This is my backup mouse pad. It is The Last Supper, but with Pokemon. I kind of am okay not putting this up because I don't know how I would. And also, it's literally a backup mouse pad, so like, if I ever needed to replace the mouse pad I'm currently using, I would need to take this off the shelf anyways. What the fuck is that? It is The Last Supper, but with Pokemon. What's the question? What's the confusion? Hang it up like a tapestry. Nah, I think we can safely say this is a no, because even if the chat really, really wanted it and said yes, it's something that would probably get taken off the shelf whenever I needed to use it. And that's what I'm trying to avoid with some of these decorations. I'm trying to avoid putting decorations up on the shelf that would be taken off the shelf if I needed it. That's why this is an empty box, so I don't need to take the Switch out of the box. And you might be concerned, like, what if you want to use this keyboard, Caleb? What if you want to type on the keyboard? Well, simply, I would just unplug the keyboard that I'm currently using and swap them. If I want to use this keyboard, we'll swap the one that I currently have plugged into my computer. Which, by the way, is Pokemon Ruby themed. It's very sexual. I don't know why I used that word. Why the fuck did I use that word? Yeah, we won't put the mouse pad up there. That's fine. Okay. Now we're done with all the boxes on this side of the room. We still have boxes on this side of the room. Oh, fuck. This is going to be a bitch. At least we have some fun stuff in these boxes that aren't, like, all the same thing. It's not like 4 Razer headsets. For example, we have a piece of Wildcat, the original wooden roller coaster. This is a piece of the Wildcat. This could go up with the wooden keyboard. I'm not a religious man, but I feel like that mouse pad is some sort of sin. I don't think so. Unless, like, my intentions were that of true deceit. My intentions are pure. And Brandon's vote is yes. I'm glad. Because I also kind of want to vote yes for this one. Where do I want to move it to, though? So my vote is also yes, but I don't think we have enough space to put it, like, here. You know what I mean? Now it's blocking the keyboard. However, What if we swap these two keyboards? What if I move wooden keyboard down here, and I move Neapolitan keyboard up here? I also just now realized the Neapolitan keyboard is like definitely not centered at all. Okay. And we can put Evie. We can probably keep Evie with the Neapolitan keyboard because she kind of matches the brown theming of the chocolate color. I fuck with that. Wood on wood. Block the Switch 2. Isn't that one of the pieces from the first batch? It is. It is. If that mouse pad is a sin, so is the first painting. That's a good point. Staying on the Thuzy branding. Sorry. I should get off the Thuzy bullshit, shouldn't I? We have a Skyrush coaster dynamic that I have not built. It's just in box. Unbuilt. I kind of don't like coaster dynamics because they're just so basic. It doesn't even look really like a roller coaster. It's just a plastic line that you're like conforming to the shape of the roller coaster. It's like floss almost. It looks like plastic floss. Sorry, I know I'm being negative, but like, vote is no. I agree. I don't fuck with coaster dynamics. I also did not buy this. Someone bought it for me. Fun fact. That's not mine. I don't claim that. Is there anything else in this box that is... Yo! Okay to use? Okay to use? Return tag to shop? Okay to use? My vote is yes. It's okay to use. You thief. I don't know why this is here. Why is this here? Why do I have this? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna actually cry. I'm gonna cry. I must have accidentally put this in my pocket one day. That's so funny. Put it on a string and hang it from the frame. Yeah, I agree. For now, I'm just gonna put it up here, but I agree. Okay to use. That's so funny. For those of you who... I can't even explain why that's funny. I feel like I'll get in trouble if I explain why that's funny. Let's just say, allegedly, I may have accidentally taken that home from my previous place of employment. Next up is Sandshrew. Sandshrew. How do we feel about Sandshrew? What are you guys feeling about Sandshrew? What are our thoughts on a guy like Sandshrew? While you guys are voting, I'm going to see if there's anything else in this box that I need or want. Because some of the stuff in this box is my wife's collection. Sure. I also fuck with Sandshrew. Alright, I don't know where Sandshrew's going to go yet, because we have a couple more plushes that we can vote on. For now, he's just going to sit there. He's going to be in timeout for a little bit until he has friends. Alright, this box is done. I got some more no's to go through if you want. I got some quick no's. Unless anyone wants to be like a walking billboard for a company. Unless anyone's a huge stan of the company Elgato. Check DMs. Give me one sec. Let me check my DMs. That's so funny. I don't know why I have that, bro. Something's wrong with me. So I can't imagine anyone's gonna be screaming the word yes to any of these, but I have the Elgato Chatlink Pro, my capture card, and the Stream Deck. Any Elgato stands out there? Anyone want to be a walking billboard today? Not that I hate any of these products, but Elgato as a company has just done some scummy things, which is why I make some jokes at their expense. Stack them nearly out of frame. Just enough where you can be like, is that Elgato? Is that a flock camera? Is Palantir watching me? I don't know. Imagine we just build a fake flock camera and put it like right in the corner as part of the stream decoration. Jesus Christ. Caleb, why do you have a flock camera in your stream room? Don't worry about it. Keep asking questions. I'm going to put one up in your room. How about a chocobo? How do we feel about a chocobo? He could be friends with Sandshrew. With our boy Sandshrew there. I agree. This is a yes. We'll sit him right next to Sandshrew. Oh, I found my... Wait. Where... Why didn't I put this on the board? We voted yes to this. We voted yes to the Zelda controller, and I never put it up on the board. What is wrong with me? Why didn't I put this up on the board? I don't know why. I just forgot to put that on the board. Something's wrong with me. Tempted to say Choco no, but the answer is yes. Thank you. What else do we have? Oh, I have so much stuff in this. I don't even know how to go through that. How would I organize that in a timely manner? Oh, we're so cooked. Oh, it's so fucked. My brothers, we might be fucked. There's so much bullshit in this. Oh, it's so heavy. Fuck. I hate myself. That was heavy as fuck. I'm not going through all that. No. We are just going to pick out whatever items I see that I think are worthwhile. What in the fuck is in here? Oh my god. Okay. The only Funko Pop I own. Mei from Overwatch. I'm notoriously not a fan of Funko Pops. However, someone bought this for me because back in Overwatch 1, I was a Mei main. Yes to Mei, no to Mei. We're at a deadlock tie. One yes, one no. See, the reason I don't like Funko Pops is because a lot of them, you were a main. Alright, boys, I will be ending the stream, unfortunately. It was fun while it lasted. I just don't like Funko Pops because a lot of them look the same. They all have the same kind of lifeless, beady eyes. And a lot of the people I know who do collect Funko Pops are like the type of people I would equate as like Disney adults, but don't leave their house. Because in order to be a Disney adult, you have to get off the couch. Not everyone. Like one of my cousins, who I love dearly, is a Funko Pop collector. And I love that cousin. But there's also some people who I've met who collect Funko Pops. And I'm convinced they also collect like human teeth. So I'm torn. We're kind of at a tie. We're at a deadlock tie. One person voted yes, one person voted no. I have a lot of people lurking right now. I have to break the tie. I'm almost more inclined. I'm more likely to include it if it's out of the box. I don't know why I've kept it in the box. I don't give a fuck about Funko. So why am I caring about its potential resale value? Will it be recognizably May from a distance? I think you know the answer to that question. We've got a $14 webcam. It's probably going to look like Kung Fu Panda once we put it up on the shelf, brother. So maybe that's more reason to say yes. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. She's gonna turn into fucking Iron Man once we put her up on the shelf. With this camera quality. Yeah, I'm almost more willing to break the tie and say yes if we take her out of the box, but I will say no and break the tie against May and say no to May if we keep her in the box. What do we think, chat? I don't know why I've kept her in the box. Similarly, I have another figurine coming up that I've kept in the box. I don't know why. I don't care that much. I'm not a collector like that. Very torn. I did just think of a very funny idea, though. Alright, we have to move on here soon. I am gonna say no to May. I'll break the tie as a no. Just because I don't like Funkos. Put her in a mason jar. It's so funny you say that. Because, coincidentally, one of the next items I have... Wait if I can find it. I know I have two of them. Sorry, it's a lot of rustling and bustling going on right now. I want to find the other one. God damn it. There's so much bullshit. There it is. I have amiibos of Peach and Toad. And I do kind of want to put them in I think it'd be funny to put them in mason jars, just so when new viewers join, they have a strange feeling. Just something they can't shake in the pit of their stomach. They are really dusty, though, because I never use my amiibos. Where's my... Give me 1 second. I have a rag down here, like a cloth that I was using. But where'd it go? I want to dust these things off, but where did the rag go? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. Do it. Okay. Toad and Peach are going in the mason jar. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to be off camera for a little bit because I got to go back into the mason jars. Okay. I'm a little tired right now, so I'm moving at like slow motion speeds. Apologies. Okay. Thankfully, I already have 2 empty mason jars that I was formerly using for key switches. So, that's 2 mason jars for our 2 amiibos. Oh, man. You know what's sad? I'm an adult married man, but this is the type of humor that I just find hilarious. Okay. All right. Peach in a mason jar. Got our best friend Peach. I did not close that properly. It was on the wrong threading. And Toad in a mason jar. There you go, buddy. These are definitely going on the bottom shelf. These are going to be hidden. Like, I want someone to only notice if they're really, really looking for it. Peach and Toad in mason jars. All right. We're going to put them on, like, the bottom shelf. And just barely within view. Okay. How's that look? Peach and Toad. Toad. Wait, I need to get out of the way. Oh no, I gotta go this way. And Peach. That's so funny. Reminder, I am a married man. Somewhat coincidentally, the next item is a baseball that I caught at a minor league baseball game for my wife. Now, I'll be honest, I didn't really catch this. It bounced off of my sister's leg because she didn't catch it, and I picked it up off the ground. I feel like it's almost disrespectful to put this on the same bookshelf that has a mason jar of Toad, and I can't get out of the way. Fuck it, I can't get out of the way. Yeah, that's a no for me, dog. Yeah, it might be disrespectful to put this on the same bookshelf that has Toad and Peach and mason jars, but that's okay. I can put it, like, in my bedroom with my wife. Another ball-shaped thing that I have, though. Terrible way to word that, huh? Another ball-shaped thing I have is this Pokeball, like, landscape with an Absol in it. My sister got it for me Christmas one year. I wonder if the batteries still work. Oh, they do. It lights up. So, what do we think about the Absol-themed Pokeball? I know the glare is kind of making it difficult to see, but how do we feel? That's a yes? I agree. I like that. I don't know where exactly to put it because it doesn't sit upright very well. But maybe we'll have to put it against something else. This one's a little dusty as well. I've had this for a while, to be fair. Minecraft Ghast. Seems like a fun time's being had. 100%, brother. Minecraft Ghast. We could try to hang this from somewhere, but I don't know where. We don't really have a lot of things we can hang right now. Hang it from the top? I don't know if that's possible. I don't... Okay, you gotta understand. The metal frame of this bookshelf is bigger than this tiny plastic ring. Alright, I dip again. That's fine. Bye, cool. I don't think we can hang it from the metal frame of the bookshelf. I'm down with keeping the gas, though. We'll find something to hang it from eventually. Ghast can go there. On the Minecraft theme, we have the Minecraft McDonald's zombie. He's a little dusty as well. You can tell I don't really touch these figures often. Minecraft McDonald's zombie. See, I'm a little torn about this one because I love Minecraft, but I don't like being a corporate shill. But I'll let chat decide. While you're deciding, I'm going to see if there's anything else in here that I really, really want. Because a lot of this box is just like random shit that I do not need. No to McDonald's toy. Says the Nintendo fanboy. That's true. Well, listen, there's a difference between loving good retro gaming and being a shill for like a double cheeseburger that's going to take 2 years off my life. And I still, I'll be honest, love them both. Mario Mushroom. It also doubles, if I can open it, as a container. But it's like, it was closed shut with the force of 1,000 fucking samurai. Mario Mushroom. While you guys are voting on that, I'm going to see if there's anything else in here I really, really want. Oh, there is one small thing in here. Oh, wait, there's a couple more things in here. What is this? Oh, that's a notebook. Interesting. Vote is yes. All right, how about the tiniest creeper ever? It is a charged creeper, by the way, if you can't tell. It's got a blue outline to it. Charged creeper that by the time it goes up on the bookshelf, it literally won't even be recognizable. This will almost be like an Easter egg. Like we could hide it somewhere, and only me and the people watching the chat right now would know that it exists. Like, here, I'm going to put the mushroom right here for now, because I don't know where it's going yet. But where do we want to hide this? This is a blue creeper. We could hide it. I don't know. You know what'd be kind of funny? We could hide it like right here, and it kind of blends in with the blue switches. Is that even recognizable? You can't see it. You literally can't see it. That's so funny. And then there's one thing left in this box. If I miss something, I don't know. I might just make an executive decision off stream. Like, if I missed a cool decoration that I forgot to go over this stream, I'll decide myself, and then we can talk about it next time. Like, if next stream you see like a full-scale replica of like a weapon from Counter-Strike, or the Halo helmet, like Master Chief's helmet from Halo, I apologize. I don't think I own anything that cool, but there's a chance that I've just forgotten to discuss some potential decorations with you guys. Okay. I'm getting this next one out of the box because I don't want it in the box. I also just don't care about figurines in boxes as much. I promise it's not like an expensive figurine. Before anyone freaks out that I'm like, you know, wasting thousands of dollars. That's fine. The box is also damaged, so I'm not ruining a collector's wet dream right now. And even if I was, I don't give a fuck, truthfully. Alright, last item from this box is a all metallic Charmander. Now, it's not actual metal, it's plastic, but it's just like a chroma Charmander. Mr. Chrome Charmander. I will say I do think this would be fitting for our stream, considering we did spend months shiny hunting. A Charmander. Chromander goes up, I agree. Let's put that boy up there. Alright, and this box is done. I'm not even going to try to put it back into an original spot. It's so fucking heavy. Now, there is basically one box left. And almost everything in it, I'll be honest, is probably going to be a yes. I kind of saved the best box for last. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll find out together. Okay. The last box is my collection of retro games, retro game devices, as well as just some of my game cases. So not everything in here is retro, but it has a lot of retro stuff. So, fair warning, I expect almost everything in this box to be a yes. There are some things in here that are not presented in the best way, but I can explain what that means in a second. So, we have an SNES themed Game Boy SP. This is also what I was saving most of my vetoes for, hence why I still have 7 vetoes left, because I knew most of everything in this box I wanted to go up on the shelf. I'll be honest. I'm just double checking to make sure I don't have anything left. I think this is the last box. Yes to advance Game Boy SP. I agree. Put this over here. We'll have to start figuring out where I want things to go exactly. I think once we get through this box, we'll start moving things around. Okay. Next we have Complete in Box Greatest Hits Edition PlayStation 1 Final Fantasy IX. The music's really got me just chill. I'm vibing to this music. Also, thank you for the resub, Cool. I realized it didn't show up as an alert. I don't know why it didn't give you a notification. I'll try to fix that at the end of the stream. Sure, but only because Vivi's my dad. Alright, that'll go up. What do we got next? Oh, this one is actually not mine. One moment. I can't claim ownership of this. It's another Game Boy SP, but it's not mine. It's Abby's. Alright. Awkward. Let's move on to the next. This is also Abby's. Oh, the pink DS. That's so funny. We're speed running through this last box. Alright, now we got something that's mine. The Mario Kart themed DS. How are we feeling? Mario Kart DS. Pass. I thought you were using it for shiny hunting. I am, but when I'm not shiny hunting, it'll probably be up on the bookshelf. Whenever I'm not shiny hunting, it'll be up on the bookshelf. Zach said pass. Brandon said yes. I'll break the tie with a yes. I have 7 vetoes left, so fuck it. I'm voting yes. It's going up on the board. Alright. What else do we have in here? A lot of wires and cords. That's not quite necessary. This one's a little scuffed, I'll be honest. But I also did not own it. It was originally my dad's, and then he gave it to me. It's a light blue Game Boy Color. Light blue Game Boy Color. Smash. I'll take that as a yes. This is one of the things I've been waiting for. Because I think it'll pair perfectly with the transparent keyboard. I have a transparent Game Boy Micro. Transparent Game Boy Micro. How we feel about that? Another yes. We can put that one up by the keyboard, actually. Beautiful. Okay. We have a purple Game Boy Advance. Just the classic. The original Game Boy Advance. I thought that was a different thing. Wait, you guys can kind of see yourself in the reflection. You guys can see the chat in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, it's not Clearple? No, it's not the clear purple one. Just the original purple. Look at all the chat messages. Purple Game Boy Advance. While you guys are voting on this one, I'm going to start getting the next one ready. Alright, hold that up. The Game Boy Micro, there's a Game Boy Macro. Yes to GBA. Oh yeah, the Game Boy Macro is a DS Lite craft. But that's like a, obviously, as you are clearly aware, like a homemade, modded thing. The Game Boy Micro is a real existing console that Nintendo made. But it's not very popular. Alright, next up, DSi. And it's very hard to see in this lighting, but it has a sticker on it that's Pokemon... Sorry, I have the hiccups. Pokemon Black and White themed. You can barely see the outline of like Zekrom and Reshiram. A fun little DSi. We already got a yes, and I agree. Now, one system that I do have, which is definitely not going to go up on the shelf, just because I'm probably going to be taking it down far too often, is going to be my 3DS. That is modded to have a capture card installed in it, like soldered to the hard drive, to the motherboard, I should clarify, sorry. This 3DS is modded. It does have a capture card inside of it, soldered. I'm probably not going to put this up on the shelf, just because it would become an up and down all the time. I'm probably just going to keep this in my desk, not only for convenience, but also so I can play it whenever I want. Like if I'm just sitting at my desk off stream and I want to play 3DS games, I have it within arm's reach. But I still wanted to show it off because I love this thing. Having a capture card modded 3DS has been one of my favorite upgrades, additions, whatever you want to call it, to the stream within my, honestly, 10 years of streaming. This might be one of my favorite additions. But sadly, it's not going to go up on the shelf. I do, however, have another 3DS that we can vote on. And it is the Triforce Legend of Zelda DS. So if we want a 3DS up there, we can vote on this one. The glare is making it very difficult, but yeah. It's the new 3DS as well. Yes to the Triforce. Alright, 3DS will go up there. And then I think that might be everything. Yeah. That might be everything as far as consoles go. So, this is the last thing we're going to be voting on tonight, boys. Last thing. However, it's kind of a group that we're voting on. And I realize I should have maybe waited for the Final Fantasy one, but the Final Fantasy one was special to me. It has a special place in my heart. However, that's beside the point. The reason Final Fantasy could have waited is because it was a video game case, and the last thing we are going to be voting on, and I can't even hold them all in my hands, so I'm going to try to do this as best I can. We're going to be voting on all of the video game cases I have, and this is not even all of them. This is just as many as I could fit in 2 hands. Let me put these down because they're slipping. Do we put our collection of game cases up on the board? Alright, these are slipping. They're slipping, they're slipping. Stop. Let's just do the Switch ones. These are ones that are thin, easy. They all look precise, pristine. Okay. So, my thought, and I agree with the yes, is we put these up on the board and every other game case I have up on the board. My vote is no, really. So, here's my thought, and I understand with the low camera quality. My thought is most of these are hard to distinguish, but that's because the Switch cases suck. But for a lot of these, which I could not pick up at once, we can maybe flip them around. And we could do it that way. Actually, I like your idea, Zach. Wait. Zach might be cooking. So for some of these games that I don't care about, let me pull one out of the bunch. Pokemon Legends ZA. I found that game to be just obnoxiously mediocre. That game can go on the shelf like this. But for a game that I do love, a game that just has a special place in my heart, let's pull out like a... Give me... Where's my Breath of the Wild? There it is. I thought I lost it for a second. For like Breath of the Wild, it can go up on the shelf like this. And I think that would help in distinguishing certain games from others. Now obviously I'll have to be very picky about which games I put up on the shelf facing forward, and it's not going to be many of them. But I do want to have most games up on the shelf. So you can make them into a stupid collage and mount it on the wall. Well, and here's the thing. Most of the games I own, I actually don't have boxes for because I've purchased a lot of used games. For example, I have this... Oh my god, so much dust just fell off this. I know the camera can't pick it up because it's $14, but I have this Crayola container. And you might be thinking to yourself, what's in there? Markers? Crayons? No! It's Game Boy games. God, there's more dust. Fuck off. It's Game Boy games. And none of them have boxes. Now, there is this fun website that I found via a Scott the Woz YouTube video that, for a very cheap price, will just sell you knockoff game cases. So they're not legitimate. They're not obviously official. But they are the same size, same shape, and have the same branding, meaning the same paper inserts as the official video games. And you can buy these for almost any video game for any console. So what I was thinking of doing for some of my like Game Boy games that don't have boxes, or let me open this up. I have an actual case for my 3DS. And in here, there is let me get rid of this charging dock. There is a bunch of games that don't have homes either. They don't have cases. I was thinking of buying fake cases for them. Do you mean little tape deck ones? That might be what it's called. Give me a second. My Game Boy games are in a Crown Royal bag. That's so fucking funny, actually. I'm going to Google on my phone real quick because my computer mouse is currently covered in multiple video games. My computer mouse is just unusable right now. I'm going to Google what you just put in the chat, Zach, because I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. I'm not finding what you're talking about in the chat, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm not finding what you're talking about. But that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. Good thing I sent him a link. It'll be a later on surprise. Let me open Discord on my phone. Oh, no, we're not talking about the same thing, but that is actually kind of cool. I might have to look into that as well. Yeah, so I have a ton of games that don't have boxes. However, I want to continue to purchase boxes for those games. Time willing, and more importantly, financially willing. But for now, I think because the votes were tied, one person said yes, one person said no, I'll use my fifth and final veto of the stream, because this is the last item, to break the tie and put up all of these boxes on the bookshelf. Now the question is, how do we want to organize these? I have no idea. Yikes. I really don't know. The problem is, I know for sure I'm missing a couple games on the Switch 2. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. I thought I was missing some Switch 2 games, but I think I might not be. Because, for example, like, I have Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, but it's not technically a Switch 2 case. I guess because it's on both Switch 1 and Switch 2. Same with Tears of the Kingdom, because it's on both Switch 1 and Switch 2. So I only have a couple Switch 2 games, like Switch 2 exclusives. Interesting. That's actually kind of surprising. Where's my, Oh no, I bought that as a digital game. I was about to ask, where's my Mario Kart World case? And then I forgot that I bought the Nintendo Switch 2 with Mario Kart pre-installed, because you save $30 buying it pre-installed. Honestly, I feel a little bad about that because I like having physical games, but also $80 for Mario Kart World, fucking atrocious. If it's a veto, aren't you just casting a vote? Technically. But I wasn't supposed to be voting, so that's why I was calling them vetoes. I think these are better because they're all uniform. Yeah, these are at least uniform. Okay, so here's my thought then. What if we take these games and we put them between the Switch 1 and Switch 2 boxes, with the exception of like 1 or 2 games that I want to have facing forward. How do we feel about that? You like having physical games? You're gonna hate the gaming industry in 10 years, buddy. Yeah, I already hate myself, truthfully. Okay. Let's put these Switch games up on the board. Okay. Let's make them nice and flush between the two consoles. I realize the two Switch 2 games are on the wrong side. Okay. Nice. Now, it's really hard to see. You're so right, Zach. You are 100% correct. You cannot read these at all. But that's okay. Because... oh, I'm really worried about this Game Boy. So I'm trying to set up this Game Boy, like right here. But it's slipping and sliding everywhere. Stay? Will that stay? Yeah, that'll stay. Nah, it's still moving. I feel like I need a second object to put the Game Boy against. What if I put the Game Boy on its side, like right here? I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Oh, it's still slipping. I'm a little worried about this Game Boy, if I can be so real with you boys. I have thoughts. I have many thoughts. So we need to pick out a couple games to face forward anyways. For example, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. However, if we're picking out games to face forward, what if I have one of those games act as extra support for the Game Boy so it can't slip? You know what I mean? Like have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe act as extra support that you can't really see Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because of the way the camera is positioned. This pole is blocking it. So what if we do like a game I care less about? Because I care a lot about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. What if we do like Rune Factory? Squeeze Rune Factory between these two. Okay, Rune Factory goes there. I do like Rune Factory, so I'm okay with that game facing forward. What other games could I have face forward? Breath of the Wild for sure. Sea of Stars, maybe. Is there any other games I really, really care about? Mario Bros. There's so many options I like. I love Odyssey. I love Breath of the Wild. I actually need to start being picky. Let's do Breath of the Wild. I haven't... Alright. Let's be picky. Breath of the Wild can go there. See, what sucks is it's Stream Essentials. I agree. They should be Stream Essentials, but you can't even see them because there's a wooden bar blocking them. I'm very torn right now, boys. How do we make this look better? There's got to be a way this can look better. I'm low-key looking to the chat for help because I'm so confused what to do right now. What if... I don't know if I'm going to love or hate this idea. Take these out. How many of them are there? 5 and 5. No. Oh, it's all going wrong. What if we put these on their side? Do we like that? Do we even like this design of the Switch sitting on the games? It's kind of even. Trying to make everything flush. Okay. I don't know, Caleb Chat, do we? I kind of like it, and now there's more space for, like, other games that you can actually see. But I'm torn. I'm still torn. So the reason I like this is all of the Switch 1 games are underneath the Switch 1. The 2 Switch 2 games I have are next to the Switch 2. And then we have 1 Switch 2 game facing forward towards the camera. 2 Switch 1 games facing forward towards the camera. And sure, you can barely tell what they are because the camera's $14. But like, if you really squint, if you really look with your eyes, you can maybe tell that it's Mario Kart and Breath of the Wild. I feel like I should put Breath of the Wild front and center, but Mario Kart's the game I have more hours in, and also the game I have like world records in. So Mario Kart's front and center. Okay. So we're going to keep it like that. And now we have the top 2 shelves done. The bottom 2 shelves are going to take a little bit more time, as we have like these game cases, all of these game cases and stuff to decorate. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it yet. I'm a little torn. I'm also missing, I said this earlier in the stream, I'm missing 1 controller. I know there's a Switch 2 controller I just was gifted for my birthday. Where did it go? I was given a Pokemon Legends ZA themed controller, which is so funny because I don't really care about that game. But it is nice because, 1, it's nice that someone was thinking about me, and it's also nice because, like, I now have another Switch 2 controller, specifically. But I don't know where it is. Alright. I can't find it. I'm getting tired, just truthfully. So I'm gonna come back. I'm walking back now. Alright. Here's my thought. Stop flexing how expensive your camera is, dude. I know. I'm sorry. I should be more humble. I'm getting tired, truthfully, boys. So I think I might call it here. We know everything that's going to go up on the shelf, minus one controller. There's one controller I can't find that isn't going up on the shelf, but otherwise, if I can just put this down here. There we go. Otherwise, this is everything that's going to go up on the shelf. I just need to organize the last two rows, the bottom two rows. However, I kind of don't feel like doing that right now. Nor do I think that would be the most entertaining content to do on stream, because I'm so indecisive, as that was immediately put on display with the Nintendo Switch game debacle. It took us almost 10 minutes just to figure out how I wanted to decorate the Nintendo Switch section of the shelf, that decorating the last two shelves would probably take us another 2 hours. So instead of making y'all sit through that boredom, because I don't think that would be as entertaining as the rest of the stream. Like, the whole point of the stream was picking the decorations, which we have now successfully done. I don't think sitting here and watching me be indecisive and have like little anxiety attacks about where decoration should go would be as fun. So we might just call it here, and between today and tomorrow, because my next stream is tomorrow, I'll have these last two shelves decorated. Just fair warning, tomorrow's stream is going to be also a pretty late one. Like, I started tonight's stream around 10. Probably same thing for tomorrow. But we'll be back tomorrow. And hopefully, you guys will get to see the final draft. The final rendition of what this will look like. But for now, we have completed our decorating for at least the top two shelves. I'm going to change one last thing, because there's a little bit of a gap in space. So I'm going to move the OK to use sign right here. Yeah. Now there's less of a gap. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of a gap up there, though, with the Neapolitan. Wait. Am I a moron? The answer is yes. The answer might surprise you. The Neapolitan keyboard, first off, can just be moved a little bit. Secondly, why do I not have the cookies and cream next to the Neapolitan keyboard? The cookies and cream decoration should go next to the ice cream keyboard. That just makes sense. That's just how, like, life works. How does that look? Yeah. Why not make the OK to you sign into a nice necklace? Okay. God damn it. I'm gonna head out before things get a little too wild and random, a little too quirky and freaky. Like I said, I think we have officially voted yes or no on every decoration that I own. Thank you for helping me with that, chat. Thank you for being a part of this process. It makes it more fun. And honestly, it makes it more special for me, having y'all help me decorate and having y'all part of this process. And hopefully, by tomorrow's stream, these bottom two shelves will look a lot more neat and organized. But in the meantime, I'm going to head out here, get some sleep, and then I'll be back tomorrow. So have a wonderful evening. I will see y'all then. And I also need to go quickly play an alert for Cool because he did not get his little notification for subscribing. I don't know why. It didn't give him a notification. I'm so confused why it didn't. I'm going to try to figure that out before I end the stream. Well, I know one way we can fix this, actually. If I go to, like, half screen... No, that's not going to fix it? Really? That won't fix it? I'm surprised it's not going to fix it. What if I don't know. I might just have to open like a random game that's not playing right now. Like a black screen. So Cool can get his notification. That's so weird. Why is it not letting me? I'm surprised. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm going to quickly open my Nintendo 64 screen, which will have no gameplay on it, because that's the only way it's letting me fix this right now. So we're going to literally just brute force this notification. Let me open Nintendo 64. No gameplay. So Cool can get his notification.
1 month closer.
Thank you for the sub, Cool. 96 months. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who showed up tonight. I do appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And I'm going to head out now. So, see y'all later. Peace out. That's so funny. I'm still on camera. What's up, boys? Give me 1 second. Let me transition. Yo, I was like, why is he chatting? And the stream ran for 3 more hours. I was so confused. I was like, what is going on? That's so fucking funny. You know what's funny? Hold up. Well, I'm just talking now, so what's the fucking point? You know what's funny? I've done this now multiple times. I was about to call you directly. That's okay. At least, listen. This is how you know I'm not like a full degen. I just sit here in silence. I like have the most depressing thoughts after I end stream because I'm just sad. and alone. I sit here and I'm like putting stuff away in a box, and I'm like texting my wife. It's it's honestly sad but reassuring, cuz like there are times where I've done the same thing. Like I end stream but I forget to actually end stream. And then someone will like tell me in the chat, or like someone will message me on Discord, and I'll just sit here and I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't end the stream. But like I'm very thankful, and I think reassuring is the best word, because there's other streamers who have done the same thing and they've like leaked their bank account or just started jerking off on stream. Like shout out DSP. Like I'm very thankful that I just get depressed instead of horny. I guess I get depressed instead of horny. That's so funny. Anyways, I'll actually end the stream now. That's so fucking funny. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know. Do you boys ever get like that? Not to get like really sad or introspective, but like you ever like play video games with your friends and after you leave the Discord, you just sit in silence, sad, like alone. You just leave in like the Discord to a empty, quiet room. That's how I feel after a stream sometimes. Just sad, alone. Even though I know I'm not. Like I could just go upstairs and hang out with my wife. But it is, I don't know. It's almost like an adrenaline dump. Like I have fun on stream, and then the moment I end the stream, I'm just like, "Oh, it's over." But anyways, I'll actually end the stream now. Thank you for telling me in the chat. That's so fucking funny. Sorry to disappoint. I didn't start immediately jerking off, but my bad. See y'all later, boys. Have a nice